10,000 feet underground. No one ever cares when a servant dies. The 37th breath. My leg might be cracked. Not broken. I can still move it. I only have half a biscuit left. All the water's leaked out. A servant's life is no different from an aunt's. 7 years ago, I was recruited by Kangwoo's sect. I thought joining a cultivation sect could change my fate. That winter, I was one step from death. Kid, you have a spiritual root. That bowl of porridge was the best thing I'd ever eaten. Because it was hot. Only later did I learn. Having a spiritual root means nothing. Servants are the sect's pack mules. When one dies, they just replace it. But I don't want to die yet. I can't die in this mire. What was that sound? That wasn't a cave-in. I've never seen this kind of stone in 7 years. It's sucking my blood. Not blood. It's warm like that hot porridge.
Hungry.
It's saying it's hungry. It's swallowing. It's not stone. It's iron marrow. The lifeblood of this vein. This stuff can be eaten. The essence of metal, it can temper my muscles and bones. The impurities remain. The essence isn't pure. My spiritual meridians aren't open. It can't enter my meridians. But without using qi to temper my body, tempering my bones is good enough. I'm stronger. More than twice as strong. Asi is still outside. I have to get back up. Brother Jingchuan, Brother Jingchuan. Brother Qinshuan, you scared me to death. I thought you were dead. I'm fine now. I saved you some food. I was afraid you'd be hungry when you came up. Let's go back. From now on, I won't let anyone step on me to climb higher. The red iron or residue had been devoured. It was light as bone ash. The wind scattered it at once, and a furnace seed had already taken root inside him. A thin crack slanted across 3 palm lines. Still, like a beast that had eaten its fill.
It curled up in its den and dozed.
The furnace seed awoke deep in the ore vein. It took root inside my body. They absorb spiritual energy. I devour or... This isn't a cultivation method. It's more like how a demon beast feeds. Inner disciples' caves are built with spirit jade. Warm in winter and cool in summer. Gathering arrays run day and night. They get key gathering and essence nourishing pills each month. At the 3rd key refining level, they can get real magic weapons. At the 6th level, they can choose a technique from the scripture pavilion. Skip work and slack off. That's when I realized the gap between us wasn't just one mountain gate.
It was an uncrossable chasm.
But now, there's something new inside me. I need to find out what it is. How many years has this mine been abandoned? Even old Wang doesn't remember. No one will find this place. At the bottom of the mine, I was only reacting. The furnace seed woke on its own and devoured on its own. Now I have to control it. Too fast. I need to be gentler. Like a newborn beast, it needs its master to teach it to hunt. No rush. The mine was carved from stone, one pick strike at a time. So are skills. It worked. The thumb, index, and middle fingers are clearly stronger than the ring and pinky fingers by a whole level. I can distribute the force precisely and focus the tempering on one spot. There are no outward changes. Only the bones are changing. No one will notice copper rust or... Let's see what you can refine. Copper marrow. Its aura is nothing like iron marrow. Iron marrow sinks and drills into the bones. Copper marrow floats upward and moves toward the skin. That's enough for tonight. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Where have you been this late? I had diarrhea. Get inside and sleep. You have to mine again tomorrow. Lu Bao is starting to notice me, but without proof. He can't do anything to me. The furnace can devour ore and refine its essence. When the day comes that I stand above this mire, iron marrow for brittle bones, copper marrow for brittle skin. This is only the first step. That drop of golden blood brought the ancient tree to life for a moment. But it only glowed for an instant and drained all my energy. What exactly was sealed inside that stone? And what was that tree? I need to find more ore. Every new ore could be a new clue. Brother Qinchuan found it by the T-junction. There are several pieces on the ground. The blast knocked them loose. Dark gold. I've worked in this mine for 7 years. I've never seen a color like this. I'll take it back and test it tonight. You're getting stronger, kid. I've worked in the mine for 7 years. That's how I trained. How come you weren't this strong before? I didn't eat enough before. Manager Shen has improved the meals these past few days. The porridge is thicker now, so I've got more strength. Get lost. Can this guy be trusted? Lu Bao is watching me, but watching isn't enough. He can't get any proof. It was a drop of blood, sealed inside the stone, For who knows how many years. The drain is too heavy. Just one drop of blood as thin as a hair. It takes more out of me than swallowing a whole piece of red ore. This drop of blood is alive. It's not ore essence. It's the remains left by some creature. The furnace reacted with hunger. It's looking for this thing. That tree isn't decoration. It's alive. It just needs the right nutrients to wake up. The traces are cleared. We shouldn't stay here long. Let's get out first and figure out the rest later. Liu Bao is following me. The firewood in the kitchen was chopped by old Sun this morning. He can't even pretend properly. The sulfur content is too high. There are harmful elements. Even the furnace is picky. Jade Mother Iron makes brittle armor. But brittle armor isn't useful every day. Jade Mother Iron is way too hard to find. The drain is much smaller. Separation and refinement are two different things. I'll save it up one drop at a time. The good stuff is always hidden deep. Anything lying on the surface is picked over by everyone else. That's enough. Let's go. King Xuan, my young master wants to see you. Alibaba. Black iron ore. A material only outer disciples at the key training stage can receive. Shen the just gave it to me. He's making me choose a side. These 3 pieces of black ore aren't a reward. They're leverage. Liu Bao is watching me in the open. Liu Bio is following me from the shadows. Shen Yi is trying to win me over from a distance. But my greatest support isn't any of them. It's the furnace seed. Until I understand all of its abilities, I won't stand with either side. It's been 3 days since I finished tempering the black iron marrow. My bones are still vibrating. It doesn't hurt. Something's moving inside my bones. The vital essence in dragon bone stone. A mortal's bones aren't hard enough. Contact causes bone resonance. If it goes on too long, your bones get brittle. Bone resonance isn't a bad thing. It's the new bones adjusting to the old ones. Like an axle fitting into a hub. Once they smooth out, the noise will stop. Qin Xuan, did you sleep badly? Why does your hand keep shaking? I'm fine. The passage is just too stuffy. I just need some fresh air. It's not my hand shaking. It's my bones. It's blocked. Black iron doesn't spread on its own like iron marrow. I have to guide it precisely with my mind, pushing it layer by layer. My bones are harder now, but my joints are more flexible. The surfaces of my bones and joints are smoother. Bone rebuilding brittle pills. I can feel a minecart passing 200 paces away through my feet. I didn't hear it. I felt it. Black iron marrow. Cone by cone tempering. My neck can bear more weight. I don't get dizzy when I turn my head. Every bit of strength can save your life. Qin Xuan, you little punk, did you sneak some spirit pills? How'd you get so much stronger? I've been sleeping better lately. You sleep well, why can't I? Your hands have been getting stronger these past few days. Manager Shen improved the meals. The food's better than it used to be. The porridge is definitely thicker. But thick porridge didn't make your bones stronger. Drink it while it's hot. Old Sun noticed. He didn't ask because he failed to notice.
He simply doesn't plan to ask.
In a place like this, knowing too much doesn't do anyone any good. Brother King Xuan, senior brother Shen told me to give you this letter. He said you'd understand once you read it. The 3 pieces of black ore were just a welcome gift. I need someone trustworthy to work for me in the servant quarters. If you're willing, come to the back hall of the office tomorrow night at the Sioux hour. If you're not, you don't have to return the ore. We'll pretend this never happened. Giving me ore was a show of strength. Saying I wasn't obligated left me a way out. He's not trying to buy someone off. He's looking for a partner. Sit. Take my manager's command token. With it, you can freely enter every area of the servant district, including the corridor bordering the outer sect. If anyone gives you trouble, show them the token. No one below an outer disciple will dare stop you. Your ability to refine or essence is your own skill. I won't ask questions, but or isn't all you need now. You need a cultivation method. Without one, raw strength alone won't become real combat power. You also need spirit herbs. The copper rust stones will eventually run out. Without a new source of essence, your tempering will stall. I need someone who can help me bring down Lu Bao. You need someone who can get you these resources. We both get what we need. What do you need me to do, Manager Shen? 2 things. First, help me gather evidence of Lu Bao's skimming rations over the years, falsifying mine accidents, and stealing the servants' monthly pay. Witnesses, physical evidence, dates, and locations. You've been a servant disciple, living here for 7 years. Which people are his accomplices? And which ones has he victimized? The second thing, go to the pill house and pick up this bone-washing pill for me. Before Lu Yuan catches on, help me claim this pill. Get both things done. And I won't let you down. Black Fang ore is only the beginning. Whatever materials you need from now on, as long as the outer sect storehouse has them, I'll find a way to get them. When was the bloodbone pill requested? The 3rd day of last month. Number E76. Just give them my name. Shen Yu wants to bring down Lu Bao. Because his cousin Lu Yuan has cut off Shen Yi's supply of pills. A man whose lifeline to cultivation is being strangled is more reliable than anyone. His goal is clear. We both get what we need. Starting tomorrow, I have more to do than cultivate. Huang Bo, can I ask you something? What are the rules for servants picking up pills at the pill house? Servant disciples can't use the front door. Use the side door. Tell the clerk the pill's name and your name. They'll only check the ledger. If it's listed, they'll give you the medicine. If you're picking up a bone-washing pill, go to the kitchen and find Old Sun afterward. Get a bowl of licorice water, drink it, then come back. The pill's medicinal vapor carries cold poison. If it touches you, the chill can enter your lungs through your nose. You'll feel fine at first. Then you'll cough so badly you can't sleep. Licorice water neutralizes the cold poison. 1 bowl is enough. Huang Bo, remember the licorice water. Old Sun told me to tell you. He's already set aside the licorice. He says to take better care of yourself. I've got licorice in the kitchen. When you get back, come around to the back kitchen window. I'll save you a hot bowl. That old bastard, old Huang, he knows everything. The pill house has tons of spirit herbs and pills. The furnace seed is excited. But I didn't come here to devour spirit herbs. I'll get the medicine and leave. No unnecessary trouble. Picking up the Spirit Bond bone-washing pill for senior brother Shen Yi. One applied for it on the 3rd of last month. Batch B76. Shen Yi's servant. Yes. Why didn't Shen Yi come himself? Senior brother Shen has urgent business at the mine today and can't get away. He sent me to make the trip. How long have you worked under Shen Yi? Since senior brother Shen became the steward of the servants' quarters, that's when I started running errands for him. I didn't have much contact with him before. Sign here. Steward Z. Wait. Go back and tell Shen the bone-washing pills are cold in nature. Take 3 kian of angelica with it, and decoct it with 2 kian of licorice. Otherwise, the cold poison will enter your meridians. It won't temper your meridians. It'll damage your internal organs instead. But since he sent a servant to collect the medicine, he must be too busy to even fetch it himself. As his steward, the least I can do is worry about him a little more. I'll be sure to tell him. The bone-washing pill feels incredibly cold. The pill's spirit herbs are refined with spirit fire. They're 10 times stronger than ordinary herbs. A cultivator uses spiritual power to dissolve the medicine. The cold poison disperses on its own. Mortals don't have spiritual power. The cold poison settles in their lungs. Leave it there long enough, and you get tuberculosis. I got the bone-washing pill. Lu Yuan asked me a few questions. He also told me to pass this on. He said you sent a servant to pick up your medicine. You must be too busy to even fetch it yourself. Lu Yuan's greatest strength isn't his cultivation. It's his memory. Today you came to Spirit Bond Valley for a pill. He already remembers you. He'll remember your name, who you run errands for, and where you work. If my boat goes under, he'll remember you were on it. Senior brother Shen, what exactly happened between you and Lu Yuan? 3 years ago, I had a senior fellow disciple in the outer sect named Qi Zhao. Qi Zhao discovered that Lu Yuan was pocketing the sect's spirit herb allotments.
He was preparing to report it.
One night, he was ambushed behind the pill hall. His danshan was destroyed. He lost all his cultivation. Qi Zhao was the first person willing to stand up. He stood up, and they crippled him. I didn't come to the servants' quarters for one bone-washing pill. I came to find proof that Lu Yuan stole the spirit herbs. I'll start with the servants' quarters. Help me look into someone. His name is Feng Lao. He worked in the servants' quarters 70 years ago. Later, a work injury sent him to guard the waste pit.
He personally saw Liu Biao take the herbs from the pill hall.
Then secretly ship the discarded herbs out of the sect to sell. Find him. Get the time, place, herb types, and amounts. And if possible, convince him to testify. Old Huang lent me this. He said his array inscription is carved into the pill hall's medicine cabinets. A mortal's touch leaves a trace. What else did Old Huang tell you? Old Huang spent 30 years in the servants' quarters. He knows more than 10 stewards put together. Find a way to get Feng Lao's whereabouts out of him. He trusts you.
Ask him.
He might tell you. I'll get right on it. First, find Old Huang and ask where he is. Then return to the stone cave and make a plan. I'll start training the skin tempering stage. The key to skin tempering. Disperse first, then gather. Build it layer by layer. Dispersing means spreading the peripheral vessels beneath the skin, letting the qi and blood seep into every inch. Gathering means drawing that qi and blood together, forming a tough membrane beneath the skin. Building layer by layer means stacking them one at a time. Stabilize each layer, then add the next. That's what layer by layer means. Skin of two different strengths needs a transition zone between it. Otherwise, twisting and pulling will tear the boundary. That's the fundamental difference between body cultivators and spell cultivators. Spell cultivators treat the body as a vessel for spiritual energy. Body cultivators treat it as a weapon that must be constantly refined. One fills the vessel, the other hones the weapon. Filling something is easy, honing it is hard. But once it's honed to the end, the body itself becomes the strongest weapon. Work in the mind by day. Watch Liu Biao's people. Temper my skin at night. Push the copper marrow essence to its limit. Once I master the first layer of skin tempering, I'll find Old Huang and Feng Laoqi. He's the only one who knows. Mastering the first layer of skin tempering means I've entered the path. But only this small patch on my tiger's mouth has reached the standard. The rest of my skin still has a long way to go. I need at least 50 drops of copper coal essence. We're almost out of copper oxide stone. I need a new source of materials. I can't just wait around. Tonight, I'll handle what Shen Ye asked me to do. Every scoop is perfectly precise. Never too much or too little. His wrist turns at exactly the right angle. Not a drop spills. That kind of muscle memory comes from years of repeating the same motion. He's been here a long time. Who? Someone from the servants' quarters. Old Huang sent me to find you. Old Huang is still alive? Alive with a hunched back. He can't straighten his fingers anymore.
He still breaks rocks in the mine.
Move one step to the left. The dust under your foot is discarded bone-crushing powder. It'll burn through your soul if it sticks. Your solace are already thin. Let it stick and burn overnight, and you won't be able to wear them tomorrow. Go on. What do you want? Running here in the dead of night, to a place no living person visits. I wanted to ask you about something. That batch of spirit herbs discarded by the pill hall 10 years ago. Were they shipped out through the waste pit? Who sent you to ask? Old Huang wouldn't ask about something like this. Keeping his mouth shut is what Old Huang does best. He wouldn't have lasted 30 years otherwise. It wasn't Old Huang. It was someone from the outer sect whose pills Lu Yuan withheld. He found out Liu Biao was using the waste pit to smuggle the herbs out of the sect. Of all the servants who handled it over the past 10 years, you're the only one still alive. What's your name? Why get involved in this? Did Liu Biao cut your food rations? Or did he make things hard for you during assignments? Both, but that's not the main reason. I want to climb higher. The servants' quarters is a dead end. Rake rocks in the mine for the rest of your life, until your hands won't straighten. With your back hunched, you'll either be crushed by a rock, or kicked out of the mountain by a steward. I don't want to die that way. Taking down Lu Bao would give me a chance to move up. 30 years ago, I told someone the exact same thing. An old servant offered me a way out. Steal and sell discarded pills for the steward. I got 10% each time. Then we got caught. The steward blamed everything on me. The discipline hall gave me 80 lashes and sent me here to guard the waste pit. That steward is still an outer sect steward. He lives much better than I do. You want me to testify? I have 2 conditions. First, I won't appear in person. I'll give you the batch numbers for those herbs, the shipping time and route, and who received them. That should be enough to check the ledgers. But I won't testify before the discipline hall. Go before the discipline hall one more time. And win or lose, I won't make it past the second round of questioning. I promise. Second, after you move to Lu Biao's place, take something to old Wang for me. This bag holds what I collected in the scrap pit over decades. It's worthless, but old Wang knows how to use it. He can mix a few folk remedies for miners' joint pain and lung disease. Just tell him old Seven saved it all his life and gave it to him. Thanks, Uncle Qi. Qin Xuan, remember one thing. Lu Bao isn't the hardest one to deal with. The hardest is Lu Yuan. Lu Yuan doesn't care if he dies, but he cares about his reputation. His weakness isn't in the outer sect. It's in the servants' quarters. The spirit herbs from the alchemy room pass through the hands of the mine, scrap pit, and kitchen workers. Everyone who handled them is his weak spot. If you want to take down Lu Yuan, find those weak spots first. Besides me, there should be a few others who handled the discarded herbs back then. There's a man named Old Luo. He begs in Qingzhou City. He knows more than I do. He signed the storage records. There's also a woman named Sai. She worked as a cook in the kitchen for years. Later, I heard someone bought her freedom and married her off to a town down the mountain. Find Old Luo, get the storage records. Then find the woman named Sai. Have her confirm the kitchen received herbs from an unknown source. Even 10 lives wouldn't save Lu Biao then. You need to be careful too. Lu Bao has more than just Lu Biao watching for him. Half the foremen in the mine were promoted by him. You came to the scrap pit to see me tonight. By tomorrow, someone could be reporting it to him.
Lu Bao.
What is he doing at the foot of the slag heap at midnight? Either he's not alone in the scrap pit, or I'm running out of time. Lu Bao is already on guard. I need to move faster, split the barrier, and reach the first level. At the same time, I need to find Old Luo. If Feng Laoqi can't be trusted, Old Luo is the only one who can still get the storage records. This is only half a mile from the scrap pit. He didn't come here for a walk. Either he came to meet Feng Laoqi, or someone else. Either Lu Biao has Feng Laoqi by the throat, or Feng Laoqi is too scared to tell the truth. The 2 people Feng Laoqi mentioned. Old Luo has the storage records. The woman named Sai can prove the kitchen received spirit herbs. Add Feng Laoqi's part in moving them, and the chain of evidence is complete. Old Luo begs in Qingzhou City. That was 10 years ago. A man with both legs broken may not have survived 10 years. No one can guarantee he did. And Lu Biao's informants are everywhere. If I make a public show of asking around, within 2 days, he'll hear about it. I can't ask directly. I have to take a roundabout route. Huang Biao, someone asked me to give you this. Residue from bone-crushing powder. Half burned. It still has potency. That bastard old Seven? He saved up all these years. and actually built up quite a stash.
What did Feng Old Seven say?
He said Old Seven gave him everything he'd saved for life.
Old Seven entered the mine with me 30 years ago. He was 2 years younger, stronger than me, and sweeter with words. He never kept it all. He always gave me a share. When the discipline hall dragged him away, I was right there. He looked back at me.
He wasn't asking me to save him.
He wanted me to remember what he'd given me. You came to see me, not just to deliver something for Old Seven. Tell me what you want to know. Old Luo? The mine foreman 10 years ago. Later they broke his legs and drove him out of the sect. Feng Old Seven said he has the records for that batch of scrap spirit herbs. I want to know if he's still alive. Where can I find him? Old Luo is alive, but he no longer begs in Qingzhou City. Last winter, the snowstorm crushed his shack. His legs broke again. Then a kind person paid to have him sent to the East Side care home. It takes in abandoned old folks and cripples. East Side by the city wall. A land shrine up front. A morgue out back. A shit dock for night soil on the left. And a coffin maker on the right. The care home sits between them. Every winter they carry out the dead. There's one more person, a woman named Sai. She worked in the kitchen for years. Then someone bought her freedom, and she married in a town below the mountain. No need to look for the woman named Sai. She died of tuberculosis last winter. It dragged on for 2 years. She died at the care home, the same care home where old Luo lives now. If you can find old Luo, he should still have those intake records. He values them more than his life. You want to find old Luo now? Bad timing. Lu Bao is watching you in Shenyi. If you go down the mountain now, his spies will spot you within half a day. Servants leaving the mountain without leave is forbidden. Best case, you get whipped. Worst case, you lose your post and get kicked out of the sect. Lu Bao wants you to make that mistake. I know. That's why I came to ask you. Wait. This is all I can do for you. As for old Luo at the care home, you're on your own. Old Sun asked me to tell you, wear a conical hat when you go out at night. There's a shortcut by the slag mountain that bypasses the dirt yard. But he also said, don't travel at night if you can help it. Walk by the river long enough, and your shoes will get wet. Have you been sneaking spirit pills lately?
No, I've just been sleeping better.
They blasted a nest of 4-horned lizards out of the mine at the Ding Fork. A dozen gray ones crawled all over. One crawled up a servant's pant leg. He screamed his head off. Old Luo is at the care home with the intake records. The woman named Sai is dead, but she handled old Luo's accounts when she was alive. Old Luo may still have the kitchens receiving records. With those, the proof that Lu Bo sold spirit herbs will be complete. But before going down the mountain, I need to master the first skin-breaking layer. I'm almost out of copper marrow essence. Until I find a new source, every drop must count. "7 years ago, I was brought up from Qingzhou City, barefoot in the snow. My toes froze like pebbles. Now I walk the same road, and even my solace won't blister." "Where are you going?" "Down the mountain to buy salt, dried ginger, and peppercorns for the kitchen. There's ore in the basket. I'll trade some at the market too." "When will you be back?" "Before dark." "Hey, you selling ore?" 7 years ago, In this alley, a rabid dog chased me for 2 blocks. I was so hungry. I wanted to steal a bun. Didn't get the bun, but I did piss off a yellow stray dog. I'm from the Kangoo sect. I'm looking for an old man named Luo.
He used to be a mine foreman.
Old Luo. You have a visitor. Who are you? My name is King Xuan, a servant of the Kangoo sect. Feng Old 7 sent me. He said you have the original records. For mine intake records from 10 years ago. That batch transferred from the alchemy hall to the mine as scrapped spirit herbs. Intake date Kangoo year 362, September. Intake numbers C41 through C57. Feng Old 7 is alive. Alive. Still tending the furnace at the waste pit.
Good, he's alive.
That old bastard is tougher than me. I need proof to bring down Lu Yuan. In the wall crack, the 4th brick from the right.
It's all here.
This batch of herbs came from the alchemy hall. They were listed as scrap, but most still had potency. I handled over a dozen waste transfers myself. I logged everyone in my own ledger. When Lu Bao found out, he had my legs broken and drove me out of the sect. But he didn't know I had this ledger. Tell Shen Yi. Lu Yuan sends a batch of spirit herbs through the mine every year. They're not scrap. They're brand new spirit herbs. There's a secret passage from the alchemy hall to the mine.
Its exit is deep in the sea fork.
That's where Lu Bao broke my legs. If you want proof, checking the waste pit isn't enough. You have to find that passage. Once you bring down Lu Bao, I'll come see you again. No need to see me. Moving the marker means you've come to see me. The goods old son from the camping sect wanted. The peppercorns need to be numbing. I saved some for you. Besides peppercorns and dried ginger. The basket holds the oilcloth bundle old Luo guarded for 10 years. This ledger weighs more than all the ore in that basket. Go get some rest. I found old Luo, the intake records for that batch of scrapped herbs 10 years ago. Over a dozen waste transfers. Not just spirit herbs, but scrapped pills and refining waste too. Every entry is recorded. Lu Biao's signature is on every page. Old Luo also told me something else. Lu Yuan has a batch of astral herbs every year. That leaves the sect through the mine's secret passage. They never go through intake. The passage exit is deep in the sea fork. That's where Lu Bao broke old Luo's legs. To find proof, checking waste pit 6 isn't enough. We need to find that passage, Lu Yuan. You investigated old Luo on your own. You brought back this ledger by yourself too. Once I bring down Lu Bao, at the outer sect storehouse, whatever materials you need, you'll get first pick. As for cultivation methods, there are higher body cultivation arts beyond the 5-stage method. When I return to the outer sect, any book below the 3rd floor of the scripture pavilion, I can check out for you. Senior Brother Shen, I have one more request. In the Sea Fork area, the rock is unusually hard. It sounds wrong when struck with a pick. I thought it was natural rock before. But after hearing old Luo today, I realized the passage entrance may be there. I want to apply to handle the Sea Fork vein survey deep in the mine alone. Officially to survey a new vein. Actually to find that passage. I need permission to enter that area freely. I'll leave it to you. Surveying a new vein is a good excuse. Mining materials is servant work anyway. As overseer, I'll assign you the survey. No one can object. Have you Ping give you a survey token later? My technique is smoother now. I used to push it along clumsily, bit by bit. Now its path is as clear as a finger tracing chisel marks on a stone wall. Last night's storm flooded the mine tunnels. Several forks are underwater. We can't enter until the water is pumped out. Wait for notice on when work resumes. The mine is shut down. Only a few people are pumping water and clearing mud. The sea fork is already remote. Today, no one will go there. The secret passage old Luo mentioned is deep in the sea fork. Now's the time to check. The loose rocks on top came from a later collapse. There must be something underneath. Crushed to death in a cave-in and buried on the spot. No proper burial. He lay on the rubble and rock for over 10 years. Even when he died, he was guarding what was on his chest. I don't know your name, but you're one of old Luo's people. Buried here after Luo silenced him, guarding this secret for over 10 years. Still protecting the evidence on his chest at death. The tempering is moving along steadily. The essence will last a while. But we're out of copper rust stone. Only the 3 mystic ore stones Shen Yi gave us remain. Before taking down Lu Bao, I need to find new materials myself. These keys and this ledger can't be turned in yet. The ledger can be explained as old Luo's own secret notes. But once we turn over the bones and jade pendant in the passage, the discipline hall will inspect it. Lu Bao will know at once someone found the passage. This hard proof must strike at the right time. Wait till Shen Yi puts the other evidence on the table. After the discipline hall opens a case. Then use this to finish him. What bullshit? The mine is shut down this morning. Everyone, return to the servant quarters and wait. Don't come out without notice. Under the cave-in wall deep in Branch Tunnel C, there's a skeleton buried for at least 10 years. We found a witness at the dump who handled the transfer of discarded spirit herbs 10 years ago. Mine inventory records show, from year 360 to 364 of the Kangluo era, over 4 years, more than a dozen batches of spirit herbs were listed as scrap and sent to the dump. Lu Bao himself signed for them. Hey, what are you doing? Who let you in? This is the servant overseer's office. Without an outer sect elder's warrant, servant overseer Lu Bao is suspected of colluding with alchemy steward Lu Yuan to embezzle sect spirit herbs. Under sect rule 72, he is stripped of his post and handed to the discipline hall for questioning. Will you walk yourself, or should we help you? Shen the seal everything in the betting room. Wait for the accounting hall to inventory it. The deputy overseer post is vacant for now. Daily operations continue as usual. Under the rules, the skeleton in the passage and the jade pendant you took with old Luo's ledger alone. The Discipline Hall can only investigate Lu Biao's herb smuggling passage. It can't expose the hidden passage, so it can't touch Lu Yuan. Lu Yuan is only suspended pending review, not convicted. He can still use his ties with outer sect elders to clear his name. The Discipline Hall follows sect rules. The Grand Elder protects personal ties. At the Kampu sect, both rules run in parallel. What about the ledger? What will you do? The Discipline Hall has already sent people to the alchemy room. Lu Yuan will be suspended for review this afternoon. The three pieces of evidence confirm each other. Lu Yuan won't have room to deny it. Qi Zhao's revenge is finally served. After Lu Gao is arrested, Lu Yuan will make a move. The next stretch is critical. This is my overseer's order. Starting now, you're deputy overseer of the servant quarters. A deputy overseer gets 3 extra key gathering pills monthly, and 1 essence nourishing pill. You can also claim 5 mystic red or stones a month. Take charge of all deputy overseer duties. While checking the books, watch the past 3 years. Records of all scraps sent from the alchemy room to the mine. If Lu Yuan is still moving goods out, there will be signs in these books. Zhang San Li Si. Move it! Senior brother Shen said. You'll get 5 at the start of every month from now on. Brother Qinshuan, you're a deputy overseer now, so you won't have to haul rocks in the mine anymore. Then no one will dare dock our rations anymore. Yeah, no one will dock our rations anymore. Hey, we get more grain cakes now. Deputy overseer. The mystic ore and gathering pills are under my bunk. I can keep training the skin stage. I can temper every bone in my body with mystic iron ore. I can save enough resources to break through to the next stage of the 5-stage method. Lu Bao was only taken away, not finished for good. Lu Yuan is only suspended for review, not stripped of his rank. The Discipline Hall's storm is still brewing. The undercurrent still runs deep. I'm already on this ship. It's headed straight for the storm's heart. There's no turning back, and I don't want to. The road has just begun. Lu Bao has been gone for days. Liu Bio was reassigned to branch C4, just like the ones he used to assign others to the dangerous tunnels. No one spoke up for him. Even the foremen he drank with are avoiding him. No need to kick him while he's down. Mine output, kitchen purchases, scrap transfers. Lu Bao never checked them before. The foreman signed everything for him. Foreman falsified output and sold the extra or on the side. Fold the corner for now. We'll settle it once we have enough proof. Shen Yi's walk looks off. Lu Yuan has been formally detained by the Discipline Hall. Last night he had the alchemy room move the remaining spirit herbs from the passage. They were caught before they got them out. Caught red-handed. Qi Zhao's revenge. I've taken it for him. 3 years ago, I carried Qi Zhao back. He told me he was sorry. He told me not to stand up for him. Later, I took him down the mountain. Near the foot of it, he looked back at the main peak.
He said, "This place is beautiful."
Those words have stuck with me for 3 years. How are the books? Output from Tunnel 3 has been low for 4 straight months. But every form shows a full load. Don't touch those foremen yet. Mark them down. Wait for them to slip again. Then we can pull out the whole chain. Can you freely use the first skin stage of the 5-stage method? My right hand is done. My left still lacks a few fingers. Hold out your hand. Pinch it, and it leaves a mark. Release it, and it smooths out. It took me months to reach that standard. You reached it in 1 or 2 months. That's incredibly fast. This bone-washing pill was hidden by Lu Yuan. After the discipline hall seized it, they gave it to those who reported him. Melt it down. Extract its vein-strengthening properties. Mix them into the copper marrow essence. Your membrane toughness will rise another level. The 5-stage method builds the foundation. For the road beyond the 5 stages, you need special body refining medicines. The method alone won't push you forward without pills. This copper skin, iron bones method takes brittle skin and bones to the limit. It can unite skin break and bone break as one. This technique gathered dust in the outer sect library for over a century. Its label says it's incomplete, with no practical value, because the skin brittling pill needed for it, and the bone brittling pill formula were lost. But you're different. You use copper marrow instead of the skin brittling pill, mystic iron marrow instead of the bone brittling pill, and your furnace seed drives the essence right into your veins. Others can't train it, but you can. Once this path works, you'll still need defensive spells to protect you. Body cultivators can't withstand high-level cultivators with flesh alone. Copper skin, iron bones toughness plus protective aura is how you become unmatched at your level. You have a fixed monthly allotment now. But once your foundation is solid, you'll need rarer things. Demon beast materials, rare ores, metals above mystic iron. You'll need merit to trade for them by doing sect missions. Where are sect missions carried out? The Kangwu Mountains stretch for thousands of miles. They hold dozens of demon beast nests and mining sites. Deep in the mountains lies an ancient battlefield ruin called Red Sand Ridge, the site of a righteous demonic war a century ago. Broken artifacts and abandoned mines lie underground. Outer sect disciples form teams every year to try their luck. But now a second-rank ironhide rhino occupies it. Its scales can be traded for plenty of attack. Is that an old wound or a new one? An old wound from 3 years ago. The night Kijao got hurt, I took a palm strike for him. Poison fire entered my veins. Bone-resting pills can only suppress it for now. To cure it, I need froststool grass. It grows in extreme cold. The Kangwu sect doesn't have any. The outer sect Grand Elder promised me privately. If I can take first place in this year's outer sect mission rankings, he'll use an elder's special authority to bring one in from a northern sect. Lu Yuan was just the first stumbling block. I moved it aside, but the road isn't over. Red Sand Ridge is only the first step deeper in. Dr. Shen made it clear. Bone-washing pills are for those at key refining level 5 or above, to refine their meridians. My spirit veins aren't open yet. If I take it, the cold poison will enter my veins. But the furnace seed can melt it down and extract its core vein-tempering effects. A cold-natured pill.
Done.
This is the core effect needed to refine the veins. Not the bone-washing pill's full effect, but the purest trace left after melting and refining it. Purification complete. Time to fuse it. Bring out the copper marrow essence. Move in slowly. The alignment must be exact. No room for error. Copper marrow is metal. Vein medicine is water. Metal creates water. They should work together. But copper marrow has earthy impurities, and the medicine has plant-based coldness. Earth restrains water. Burn off the impurities and they can fuse. A blade membrane tempered with pure copper marrow can only spread out force. With the vein medicine, it gains rebound. It doesn't just deflect force. It can bounce part of it back. This is just a test. If I can get more bone-washing pills or vein pills of the same rank, the cutting power will be far greater than with copper marrow alone. The 5-stage method builds his foundation. Copper skin iron bones joins the skin stage and bone stage as one. The principle is simple. Root the tough membrane into the periosteum on the bone surface, so the membrane and bones become one. When outside force strikes, it isn't just spread by the membrane. It can also travel through the membrane and be shared by the whole skeleton. It took 3 days just to join one toe bone to the blade membrane. It won't move, not because the channels are blocked, but because the diagram breaks here. So that's it. It doesn't go up the main channel. It goes through the bone gaps. Abandon the surface channel route. Let the blade membrane pass through the bone gaps and attach straight to the periosteum. The true meaning of copper skin, iron bones is to form one whole from inside out. Before, the upper and lower blade membranes were separate. The force stopped at the upper arm. Now this line joins them as one. From wrist to shoulder, the joints no longer need to cushion it. It looks exactly the same outside, but its foundation has totally changed. My left hand fused vein medicine and the ancient wind-linked blade. It's far tougher than my right, like red, or the shell is still dark red stone, but inside it's been forged into iron marrow essence. Kill him. Brother King Xuan. I'm sorry, Brother King Xuan. I'm sorry. Liu Biao brought people to search my ore basket. He said I stole snacks. They found nothing. Then he said I'd helped you pick up something I shouldn't have. He made me say where you hid it. I didn't tell him. I really didn't tell anyone. There isn't much flesh behind his head, just a thin layer of scalp over the skull. The brainstem is underneath. Liu Biao said you go to the rubble slope every night. He said you must have hidden something. He said he'd let me go if I told him. I didn't tell him. I really didn't tell anyone. I'm tired. I want to sleep a bit. I haven't slept since Uncle Liu came to see me last night. Now I can finally sleep. Don't sleep. Just a little while. Just a little while. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Ah, what happened? Get old son. Have him brew some medicine. Find Shen Yi. Tell him something happened at the servants' quarters. Tell him to come at once. His pulse is weak, but it's still beating, like a candle flame flickering in the wind. Anger is too costly. I can't afford it now. What I need to ask is, why did Liu Bio target AC? He's been watching me for a long time. He knows as he helped me gather ore. He knows I run to the abandoned mine tunnel every night. But he doesn't dare touch me directly. I'm an assistant steward now. Touching me means touching Shen Di. So he chose a C. It's a test and a warning. Lu Bao is locked up. Liu Bio doesn't have the nerve on his own. For him to act at a time like this, someone must be backing him. Though Lu Yuan was detained, his hidden network is still there. He still has old men in the pill hall. Asi has a wound on the back of his head. We'll need an outer sect medic at dawn. Give this to him first. Stop the bleeding, then he can last till dawn. Did Uncle Liu show up in the kitchen today? He came by this morning. He spoke with an unfamiliar servant in Linzhou. The man wore a rough short robe, but his face was pale.
He wasn't a laborer.
Uncle Liu bent at the waist when he spoke to him, not like sucking up to a foreman, but with his eyes lowered, like a child who'd done wrong. Did the man have any distinguishing marks? A scar in the web of his right hand, round, like something sharp had pierced it. A bit of blue inner robe showed at his cuff as he left. The blue of an outer sect pill hall steward. His robe cuffs were stiffly starched. Not work a clothing shop below the mountain could do. Lu Yuan's man. Zhou Tian won't accept being locked up, so he picked a C, the softest target, to warn me. Liu Bio is the only one we can move against now. But we can't fight him in private. They're waiting for me to break the rules, so the sect rules can take me down. We need to use the discipline hall's blade against him. Fighting in the mine is brawling. Brawling that causes injury, under Article 39 of the sect rules, means flogging at best, or having your cultivation destroyed at worst, and being expelled from the sect. Old Huang held an unlit pipe in his mouth. That meant this wasn't small talk. That pill hall steward will move through the hidden passage tonight. After Lu Yuan was detained, he still hid several crates of spirit herbs in the secret room. The one with the scar on his hand is Duan Heng. He plans to move the last batch out during the Golden Storm. He thinks after the discipline hall checked Lu Yuan, they won't watch the hidden passage anymore. Duan Heng is at key refining level 4. Don't confront him head on. Your job is to stall him until the discipline hall arrives. Duan Heng. He's the one who used Liu Bio to hurt Asi. He's also the one still running the hidden network for Lu Yuan in prison. Deep in Branch Tunnel C tonight. We need a few trustworthy servants to help, not to fight. Guard the hidden passage exit. Block anyone who comes out. Don't let them escape. These men have followed me for years. They're tight-lipped and quick on their feet. They won't mess this up. Lift it out now. Mine grass isn't scrap. It's not waste. Hard proof they were caught red-handed. Steward Duan, working this late? Qin Xuan, you sent Lu Bao in. Now you want to send me in too. Lu Bao got himself sent in. I just gave him a push. Your mother still lives in Qingzhou City, in the alley behind the West Market, right? Every first of the month she has someone bring you pickles. Last month it was pickled mustard greens. Your mom said this year's harvest was good. She pickled a jar and saved it for you for New Year's. Your son just turned 4 this year. He's missing a baby tooth when he smiles too. Don't let him scare you. Lift the crate. Duanheng is at key refining level 4. The discipline hall is at least half an incense stick away. We need to hold him off. Our only edge is this 7-year-old mind tunnel and the blade demon in my left arm. What happened tonight was set up by me and the discipline hall. Duanheng smuggled spirit herbs. The evidence is conclusive. Shen the killed Duanhengxi. He assisted law enforcement. I'll report it truthfully. Deputy Steward King Xuan provided intel on the secret passage and helped stop him. He will be rewarded by sect rules. Go back to sleep. Duanheng forced you into this. No one will pursue this further. Number. This wound split open when we first met. It's an old wound, not a new one. It won't kill me. Asi has been avenged. Smooth the blade edge again later. Sand down the scratches with grit. Then wrap the grip with fresh hemp rope. Lu Yuan is stripped of his post as elixir room steward. He is sent to the discipline hall dungeon for 20 years. Duanheng was killed on the spot for resisting arrest. Just drink your soup. Don't smack your lips. Brother Qin Xuan read the verdict again. Lu Bao? He had it coming. Lu Yuan's whole secret network was uprooted. The new elixir room steward works for Shen Yi. The shift system at the junction is now set. The kitchen's rice money won't be skimmed anymore. Life in the servant quarters is finally getting better. Crimson Sand Ridge was an ancient battlefield where good and evil fought a century ago. Broken magic tools and abandoned mine beetles lie buried underground. A pack of ironclad lizards nests there. Second-rank demon beasts. Their scales are thick. Normal magic tools can't cut them. I'm leading this one. 2 outer sect body cultivators. Lu An, the skinny guy from town who carries a shield. Ji Rong uses a hide shield. And dual short blades. They're both reliable. I'm planning to hunt an adult ironclad lizard. We'll make you a full set of armor from its scales. The blade demon in your left arm can take the bronze bell's sound waves. But your torso and legs aren't covered yet. Before your skin fully transforms, ironclad lizard scales can fill that gap. When do we leave? Asi can't come this time.
I know.
I'm heading out with Shen Yi. Could be a few days. Or over 10 days. The servant quarters are in your hands. Have Old Fang watch the mine output records. He's reliable. Old Sun will keep handling the kitchen purchases. But you need to keep the monthly accounts for him. Old Sun can't read. I used to write them for him. Now it's your turn. When I get back, I'll bring you red stones from Crimson Sand Ridge. The sand and rocks there are bright red. You won't see them in the mine. I want to. Keep one. And use one to prop up Old Sun's flower pot. The one on his windowsill is broken on one side. He still hasn't replaced it. I've heard Senior Brother Shen mention you before.
He said there's a guy in the servant quarters who can carry.
Or without using spiritual power. The ironclad lizard nest is near the abandoned vein on the north side. From here on, we're in its territory. Stay sharp, everyone. Magic tool fragments. The artifact pavilion prices these by grade and condition. These dark green ones, if intact, can earn a lot of merit. You keep any fragments we dig up. Back home, we'll split the merit by market value. This stuff cuts faster than the plain iron blades sold at the Outer Sect Artifact Pavilion. Undigested or as scraps in ironclad lizard dung. There's more than one in the cave. Keep the antidote pill under your tongue. Don't swallow it. In the nest, or scraps, and dung mix to make toxic fumes. You don't have spiritual power protecting you. You'll need this. Lu An, shield up front. Take the frontal charge. Ji Rong, circle along the side. Aim for the joints and eyes. Qin Xuan, keep it busy from the side with your mining hoe. Track the vein's path and fragment locations too. I'll cover the rear. Shield in front, blades at the sides. Keep your eyes open. Cover any gaps. Something's coming. One is closing in from straight ahead. The other is in the left tunnel. The sound of scales scraping rock travels through the stone, dull and low. A big one straight ahead. There's another in the left tunnel. It's circling behind us. Whoosh! King Xuan, there's a hollow in the rock wall to your right. It can hide one person. Wait there. The ironclad lizard's tail can't reach it. They're attacking from both sides. Second-rank demon beasts aren't mindless animals. Their instincts are deadlier than any tactic. It's about to charge. Luan, hold the front. Don't let it hit the rock wall. Ji Rong. Ji Rong, can you still fight? Cough, cough. I won't die. King Xuan, keep the big one busy with me. Luan can't hold out much longer. We have to take down the big one fast. Ji Rong, hold the smaller one alone. To him, I'm just a fly. No magic power to move with. No glow from a magic tool. I'm holding a busted mining bamboo rod. And wearing rough cloth. He's seen this kind of thing too often. A miner's pick can't even dent its scales. They just end up as mush under its tail. An adult iron-armored lizard's scales aren't fully sealed. Soft membranes link the scales. In battle they open slightly as body heat rises. Ji-rong tested it on the other one with her knife. The knee joint gap is too narrow. The blade hit a bony plate before going in an inch. But the gaps at the legs and shoulders are different. There's no bone plate under these scales. Just cartilage and ligaments. The gaps are deeper and wider. This big one's scales are in great shape. They'll fetch a good wage. This one's way bigger than any you've hunted. King Chuan, if you hadn't crippled its front leg, senior brother Shen's strike wouldn't have landed so easily. Your dagger works better than my shield. Partner with me next mission. Skinning scales is like mining ore. Cut along the grain. Rest up for 2 days. Then we'll go deeper. There may be more iron-armored rhinos there. But the veins are richer. And so are the gains. We're heading deeper next. Richer veins. More iron-armored rhinos. And more attacks. Senior Sister Ji-rong. While skinning the scales. While the membranes are still fresh. Can we piece the scales back into their original curve? In theory, yes. But no one's tried it. Single scales are useful. But a whole hide is too heavy and stiff. Wearing it would hinder movement. I want to make a breastplate from the scales. We can't find any more copper rust stone. And there's not much black iron marrow left. Until we find a new ore source. This is a ready substitute. We don't need full armor. Just protect the heart and belly. Not a bad idea. But scales are alive. They stay tough through blood and vital energy. After death, they'll slowly turn brittle. Hard to say how long the outer sheath will last. Maybe months. Maybe days. Ask an old master at the artifact pavilion when we're back. They should know how to treat them. One more thing. When I dug up those magic tool fragments, my palm got close to those copper rust shards. And the furnace reacted much like it did with copper rust, but more strongly. Can these fragments refine metal energy? Their spiritual energy is gone. As artifacts, they can only be melted down and reforged. But the materials used to forge magic tools are high grade. This broken sword has black iron in it. That armor piece has traces of copper crystal. Sort them into gold, copper, and iron. Try a few pieces of each. If they can melt in the furnace, then these red sand ridge ruins are an open-air mine. These magic tool fragments were forged and tempered. Some still have array patterns. The furnace reacts to them more complexly than to raw ore. But once the leftover array patterns are broken, their essence is purer than ore. Something's below the slope, not an iron-armored lizard. Its movement is softer and more scattered. The bloody smell of the iron-armored rhino meat drew them in. Colonial stone scorpions, first-tier demon beasts. But there can be hundreds in one nest. Their claws can crush rocks. Don't let them get close. If they crawl into your clothes and bite you, the wound will fester. These scorpions followed the blood scent of the iron-armored lizard. There must be a bigger scorpion nest nearby. A second-tier stone scorpion king's sting can pierce normal soft armor. Its venom isn't fatal, but it'll numb your muscles. Avoid it. This silence is just like before a mine cave-in. The dripping suddenly stopped. The rock layers stopped settling. Even the distant sound of mining hammers is gone. It's an inscription, a mine boundary marker often found in ancient battlefield ruins. The carving style looks like the Rogue Cultivators Alliance, rougher than a sex marker. Something's here. Help me. This tree's branches are the exact reverse of the ancient tree's root map on the furnace wall. The roots on the furnace wall branch upward. This tree on the mirror's back branches downward. If you turn the mirror back tree upside down, its branch paths and the furnace wall roots match almost perfectly. Furnace bugs. Their shape and size, their surface patterns, are exactly like what I saw the night the mine collapsed. The bronze mirror is kin to the furnace seed. Both are relics of the same ancient legacy. The ancient trees on the mirror back and furnace wall are opposites, yin and yang. The mirror image recorded a part of history I didn't know. The furnace seed isn't the only one. It was forged in a huge bronze furnace, then cast underground. Why cast it underground? Where is that furnace? Who's forging these seeds? A complete legacy artifact. No marks from magic attacks. It wasn't forcibly bound to an owner. It's been buried in these ruins for at least 100 years. The mirror's time spell still works. Its inner restrictions retain at least half their power. This kind of legacy artifact is extremely rare in sex. Using it to attack would be such a waste. Keep it for yourself. It may lead to more clues about ancient legacies. Other than the bronze mirror, the rest is junk. Too impure even to melt down and reforge. Residual restrictions, used to protect the marker. The style of Kangyun sect's inner disciples from past generations. The magic fluctuations are very weak. They're meant to protect mine markers from demon beasts. A great battle took place here 100 years ago. This wasn't rogue cultivator land before that. It belonged to the Kangyu sect. The marker restrictions and mine labels were left by the sect. After the war, all outposts were abandoned. The ore veins were buried. That means these ruins may be hiding an ancient vein that hasn't been rediscovered. These ores are a grade above those in the servant area. If the furnace seed can refine them, the copper marrow and black iron marrow will be much better. Mine vein, no. A 1. The main vein. At the height of the Kangwu sect, all veins were numbered. A prefix veins were main veins. B prefix ones were branches. The red sand mine was abandoned for 100 years. Most of its tunnel supports must have collapsed. But the main vein's location won't change. The ancient tree in the bronze mirror. The ancient tree on the furnace wall. The red sand mine's main tunnel. All these clues point the same way. Buried beneath these ruins is more than just an ancient mine vein. The ward at the entrance is gone. Check your gear. Mine tunnels aren't like open ground. There's no room to maneuver. We either face it head-on or retreat the way we came. The drag marks are from an ironclad lizard. Its belly scales are wider than the ones on the 2 we killed. The tracks are fresh, no more than a day or 2 old. Someone got here before us. The red sand vein was abandoned a century ago. It isn't marked on any map. Anyone who found this place before us either came here in secret from the outer sect, or came from beyond the mountain. Rogue cultivators or demonic spies, desperados hunting sun beasts. These ruins aren't under the Kangwu sect's rule. No one breaks the law by coming here, but no one wants to run into another group. This thing is huge. The shield can't take a frontal charge. Not even once. That hollow is a blind spot. The mother lizard is too big to squeeze in. If we can lure it over there and trap it between the fallen rocks and timbers, we can use the terrain to limit its movement. But we need bait. Someone who can run fast enough and can, at the right moment, draw its aggro onto themselves. I'll smash its eggs with my pickaxe. While guarding her nest, threats to her eggs make the mother lizard react more fiercely. I'll get close to the nest. It'll chase me. I'll run deeper along the left fork of the mine. Jirong will lie in wait in the passage. Lu An and Shen the will block it head-on. Are you sure you can outrun it? I've watched it sprint. Its first few steps are very fast, but its long, heavy tail slows it down on turns. There are sharp turns in the tunnels. Get the angle right. And once I make the turn, it can't catch me. Okay, let's do it. Jirong, set an ambush at the turn in the side passage. Lu An and I will block it head-on. This mother lizard's scales are at least half a grade above the male's. More than a dozen intact scales, plus 4 unbroken eggs. That's worth far more than the 2 male lizards put together. The tough membrane of a bronze hide and iron bones, plus bones tempered with black iron marrow, took the lizard's tail smash that shattered the wall, drawing blood. A few months ago, that blow would have cracked my left arm. Now it just leaves a bruise. The dark gold stuff should be at the edge of a gold crystal vein. In the outer sex storehouse, gold crystals are priced by the grain. 1 grain is worth over a dozen black earth ores. I don't recognize the silver-white stuff. We'll need samples for the artifact hall to identify. This main vein is worth far more than all the ironclad lizards we hunted this time. If I can train here for a while, I can make huge progress in skin break and bone break. We can't tell anyone about this vein before we officially report it to the sect. The fewer who know, the better. Rest for 1 incense stick. We've dealt with the mother lizard's body, but there may be more ironclad lizards deeper in the mine. No one can be sure. We need to leave soon. This seed isn't just an entity that refines gold and iron key. It's the core of an ancient legacy. The great unknown, 1 vein outside, was born because of this ancient tree. And the furnace seed inside me is the key to opening these ruins. Get ready to leave. Send the scales and eggs to the artifact hall. The mother lizard's scales are half a grade above the male's. Send the ore samples to the outer sex storehouse for appraisal tomorrow. You made the biggest contribution. By outer sect merit rating standards, all merit for finding the new vein goes to you. 300 merit points are enough to trade for at least 2 body cultivation arts from the outer sex storehouse. Brother Kinshuan, you said it would take a few days, or over 10 days at most. Today is exactly the 10th day. I knew you'd be back today. I sharpened this for you for 3 nights. I even ground the chips out of the edge. I sanded the wooden handle again and replaced the rope wrap with new hemp cord. Your injury just healed and you squatted to sharpen a hoe. Doesn't your back hurt? No, old son makes me bone soup every day. I've had so much, even my farts smell like bones. From now on, the first thing I'll see each morning will be the rocks of Red Sand Ridge. Maybe I'll even dream about Brother Kinchuan fighting ironclad lizards. Now it's secure. Even strong winds won't blow it over. This mirror is different from the artifact fragments. The furnace seed's reaction isn't to its material, but to something inside the mirror. That was definitely not Kangwoo sect territory. The Kangwoo Mountains don't have terrain like that. The black mist that never lifts from the abyssal basin, dead ancient trees, and collapsed palace ruins. The furnace seed's origin lies behind that bronze gate. And to find the bronze gate, I must find that stone tablet. But now isn't the time. That place is too far away. All I can do is build a solid foundation. Skin tempering covering my whole body. Bone tempering completing my entire skeleton. Will take a lot of merit. To trade for techniques, pills, and ore. And a path to higher realms. This bowl of refined essence is worth more than months of scavenging junk stones in the mine. From now on, I need more sect missions and trips to beast zones like Red Sand Ridge. Use merit to trade for techniques and armor. Use materials to refine essence and temper my body. Advance skin and bone tempering together. One day, I'll follow the clues in that bronze mirror. Not now, but one day. Old Joe, the numbers check out. The top 3 in the Outer Sect tournament can pick techniques from the 3rd floor of the Scripture Pavilion. The top 5 each get a Foundation Establishment pill. The Outer Sect's Grand Elder refined this pill himself. For Outer Disciples, a Foundation Establishment pill is a ticket into the Inner Sect. Without it, you could be stuck at Key Refining Level 9 forever. I need that Foundation Establishment pill. Lu Yuan may be gone, but the Grand Elder is still here. Getting that pill isn't just for reaching Foundation Establishment. It's also to gain a foothold in the sect, so no one can touch me. What do they usually test in the sect tournament? The first round is elimination. You fight in the arena. The second round is the Azurwood realm, a barrier realm in the back mountain. About 10 miles across. Everyone enters at once. Anything goes. Fight alone or form alliances. Break your jade talisman and you're out. Until only 8 remain. The Azurwood realm has low-level beasts and natural traps. In past years, plenty weren't eliminated by opponents. Beasts shattered their jade talismans and they were carried out. Then back to the arena. 8 people face off in pairs. to decide the champion. A heartguard mirror, using ironclad rhino scales as the main material. Black iron for the frame. Defense rating, 80. It can block a full force blow below foundation establishment. The female rhino scales you brought back are enough for 2. 1 for me, and 1 for you. I've already spoken to the artifact pavilion master. Pay a good sum, and it'll be made. This heartguard mirror will protect the most vital part of your front torso, covering gaps your skin tempering hasn't reached. The mountain-splitting fist every outer sect body cultivator must learn. 8 forms in all. Right now, you're like a fire-tempered dagger in the hands of someone who can't hold a blade. You've got plenty of strength, but no technique at all. In the mine, you fought ironclad rhinos by instinct. But in the arena, against body cultivators your level who know martial arts, you'll have too many openings. Start training tonight. Old Wang asked me to tell you. Don't train in the mine for the month before the tournament. Deep in the tunnels, spiritual energy mixes with baleful earth energy. Train there too long, and baleful energy builds up in your body. The tournament judges are foundation establishment cultivators from the inner sect. Their eyes are sharp. They'll see right through you. Then you may not even get to compete. Below the C-marked fork is an old tunnel that never fully collapsed. At the end, a stone cave sits by an underground river. The water will cover the sound of training. The spiritual energy is stronger, with no baleful energy. The key is at the fork, counting left, behind the third loose stone brick. I've hauled her for 7 years, and never used this stance. Moving stones uses your waist and legs together, but now I have to turn brute force into power that can pierce scales and shatter shields. No, your shoulder moved half an inch too far forward. That's a habit from hauling stones. Don't thrust your shoulder with the punch. Your shoulder shifts your center of gravity. It bleeds off most of the power from your waist and hips. You also pull your fist back too fast. You retract before all the power is released. Before skin tempering, punching rocks barehanded only made your skin bleed. Now the tempered skin spreads the recoil through your whole hand and forearm, instead of taking it all on your knuckles. 300 reps a day, minimum. If you still have strength after 300, try gathering spiritual power across your whole fist. Wrapping the fist bones in spiritual energy, it can greatly boost penetration. The spiritual energy has found a smoother path. Split the blade-like force. Shed the impact, pierce the defense. 2 different kinds of power stacked together. That's how body and spell cultivators fight as one. The spiritual energy is much stronger than in the servant quarter, and much cleaner. Just 1 tiny pellet for a whole night? Swordleaf grass, a first-year spirit herb. It's worthless. The pill hall won't take it. Neither will the artifact pavilion. Rub the root sap on your skin. It temporarily heightens your sense for metal spiritual energy. Most tournament opponents are spell cultivators. Before they form hand seals, their fingers show a hint of spiritual energy. If you sense it early, you can dodge early. Bone healing salve made from Old Huang's recipe. Boiled from beast bone scraps and herb dregs. Works better than Nota ginseng powder for bruises and sprains. The tournament is coming soon. No one knows what'll happen in the arena. If you get hurt, this bottle can handle emergencies. Thanks, Uncle Key. Being able to enter the tournament is a good thing. Spend your whole life smashing stones in the servant quarters. And your back bends, your fingers won't straighten. In the end, you won't live as freely as an ironclad lizard. Qinchuan, you've trained nearly a month. Let me see how hard you can punch. Straight punch. No, a month ago when you punched at Red Sand Ridge, it was like a rock flying in. Heavy, sure, but the force was scattered. That punch today put all its force in one point. See? Even the bronze nail head caved in. It isn't brute force. The power path of the lunging straight punch, plus the waist and hip force from years of splitting or stacked with the sharp penetration of that spiritual energy film. 3 layers combined. Your punch is strong enough to trade blows in the elimination round with mid-stage key refining body cultivators. But fist techniques are fist techniques, and footwork is footwork. Arena opponents will dodge and use footwork to keep their distance. If you can't catch them, even the hardest punch won't hit anyone. I'll teach you some basic movement. Teach me. Attack me with a lunging straight punch. The key to body cultivator footwork is quick starts, short moves, and firm stops. Starting relies on explosive force from pushing off the ball of your foot. Keep the movement short. No need to go far. Shift 2 or 3 feet sideways, and you can move from before your foe to the side and counterattack. Most important, you have to stop firmly. If you move over with your balance off, they'll catch your opening instead. We'll practice footwork a few more times before the tournament. No matter how hard a body cultivator hits, it's useless if he can't catch his opponent. Now I have everything. I've learned 6 fist forms, each one practiced at least 1,000 times. Their power paths are carved into my muscle memory. Skin tempering has spread from my arms to my chest and upper abdomen. The most vital spots on my front torso now have double protection: the tough membrane and the heart guard mirror. I've been in this sect for 7 years, but never stood on the training ground as a competitor. At past tournaments, I was just a servant in the servant quarter, pushing a wheelbarrow full of stones. At dawn, I'll stand tall in that arena. I'll tell everyone with my own fists that I, Qinchuan, am no longer the one crouching in a corner waiting for scraps. Brother Qinchuan, eat this for the tournament today. Old Sun secretly made it last night. He said fighting in the arena isn't like hauling stones. When you're hungry, your hands go weak. He saved this just for you. Nearly 200 people signed up for this tournament. The elimination bracket is drawn at random. I made it to the 3rd round last year, then got kicked right off the stage. This year, I need to at least make it to round 4. You can't use your own magic weapons in the elimination rounds. Ironwood weapons will be issued to everyone. They're wrapped in cotton cloth. They'll hurt when they hit you, but they won't be fatal. You can wear your own armor, but you can't enhance it with custom defenses. Do fists count as weapons for body cultivators? Well, the rules don't say. No body cultivator in any past tournament has asked that question. It's not in the rules, so you can use them. Deputy Steward Qinchuan of the Servants' Quarters versus Outer Disciple Fang Yan. Where's your weapon? I'm not used to using weapons. Then I won't bully you either. I'll give you 3 moves. All right. Mountain-breaking fist. I surrender. Deacon. How much spiritual power did you put into that punch? Just a little. Not much. Only a thin layer. A thin film of spiritual power. I used a wind wall and a shield. 2 layers of defense. You punched right through both. I've never fought a body cultivator before. I didn't know how to fight you. I need to go back and study a body cultivator's weaknesses. If I draw a body cultivator again, I can't lose that badly next time. There are 8 seeded fighters in this tournament. They don't have to enter the elimination rounds. They go straight into Kingwood Realm. Every one of them is at least at key refinement level 8. Let's focus on 2 of them. He's at the peak of level 9 key refinement. He practices the golden sword art. In Kingwood Realm last year, he beat 3 opponents at his level by himself. He's back for another run. He's the favorite to win it all. There's also one named Chen Shuang. She's at key refinement level 8. She practices ice element techniques. She shows no mercy. In the first elimination round, in under 10 breaths, she froze her opponent into an ice statue. If you run into her in Kingwood Realm, don't fight her head-on. Ice Strike is an area attack. The Blade Demon can block wind and fire, but not freezing. Those 2 are both body cultivators. The tall one is called Tishan.
He fights with overwhelming force.
A head-on charge can send an opponent flying, shield and all. The short one is called Lindsay. He's incredibly fast on his feet. He specializes in joint locks. He never clashes head-on. He likes to circle behind and attack the neck and knees. If you need allies in Kingwood Realm, they're your best choice among the body cultivators. I won the 3rd round. How about you? I made it through. But my next opponent is He Yan. He's at key refinement level 5. He uses earth element techniques. You're fighting above your level. I want to know how well a body cultivator fares against earth element techniques at their limit. TC. Earth element techniques naturally counter body cultivators.
He Yan's rock armor can take my shield strike head-on.
When earth spikes shoot up from under your feet, there's no time to dodge. Your luck isn't great. Scale armor can withstand blunt strikes. Blunt attacks hit hard, but they're slow. Scale armor takes time to prepare. A fist is different. A lunging punch bursts faster at close range than a blunt weapon. Before he finishes forming the hand seal, the fist is already there. That's the first opening. Earth spikes are harder. They shoot up from beneath your feet. You can't dodge with a sideways step. You have to move forward or back. Feet tempered with iron marrow are extremely sensitive to ground vibrations. It's like sensing a mine cart rolling over rails in a tunnel. As long as you catch the spiritual fluctuation, the instant it travels up from underground, you'll know exactly when to jump.
He Yan.
See you tomorrow. Keep your rhythm steady. She. He doesn't need to win at all. He just has to stall long enough. The judge will decide based on who has spent more energy. A battle of attrition is extremely unfavorable for body cultivators. The energy I spend attacking is far greater than the spiritual power he spends maintaining his defenses. I need a different approach. A two-step window. I have to attack once within 2 steps, then change direction at once. Rock armor only covers a limited area. A level 5 cultivator can't sustain 360-degree protection. Every time he moves, the rock armor needs to be recast and redirected. Turning to the side and recasting takes at least 1 breath. During that breath, his side is unprotected. I surrender. What was that footwork you used to get behind me? And that force behind your punch? That half-inch of controlled power, held back but not released. I've never seen that style in the outer sect boxing class. It's not outer sect footwork. In the mines, carrying or around tight bends. I had to develop it by sidestepping. I treated you like a spellcaster. The 4th tactic is to cut off a spellcaster's movement. Force them to back off and trade spells from a distance. But body cultivators are fast with short strides. They can change direction constantly. Before the 4th move even appeared, you were already gone. We can't use the 4th movement blocking tactic against body cultivators. We need to design a whole new strategy. That wound doesn't need medicine. If I draw a body cultivator again, I want a real fight with you next time. Kingwood Realm teleportation begin. So this is the Kingwood Realm forest. The chest guard is intact. The dagger, mining pick, and jade talisman are all here. Northwest section of the forest. About 2 or 3 miles from the central stone formation. For the first 3 days, hunt monsters and earn points on your own. At dusk on the 3rd day, meet beneath the tallest green isle stone pillar southwest of the formation. The aura is gentle, not a monster. It's another disciple. Luodian isn't far away. Something's up there. Tree, kui snake venom paralyzes the body. I absolutely can't get bitten. Keep moving. It's a miasma-type demon beast. Something's moving across the river. It's not a demon beast. Friend across the river. Are you a fellow sect disciple? Junior brother. So it's Qin Xuan. I thought it was a demon beast. I've been wandering the woods half the day. I heard something and came to check. Where did you land after teleporting? How was your haul? I landed near the stone formation. I killed a stone-armored lizard. I sensed movement deeper in. I didn't dare go farther. While heading into the deep woods, I killed a tree kui snake too. That makes 2 beast cores so far. Put the 7-point jade token on the ground. Leave all your beast cores behind. Qin Shuang. This is trouble. Don't even think about resisting. Even together, you're no match for me. The icebound technique needs a spiritual energy signature to lock on. Tishan's energy is so obvious, he's easy to lock onto. My spiritual energy is weak. It takes effort to lock onto me. That's the opening. Leave your beast cores behind. You can leave on your own. This one's yours. That's my first win over a sect prodigy. I have to brag to Luan when we get out. Qin Shuang will definitely come back here. We shouldn't stay. Let's go. I fought spellcasters countless times. How did you spot the icebound technique's weakness? I didn't spot it during the fight. I was prepared for it. Shenle gave me a summary of the technique last night. Qin Shuang's icebound technique is cast intermittently. It has to reacquire its target every time. It can't track you continuously. You literate folks are scary. Time's up. It's only the first day, and we've already got 8 beast cores. Once we meet up with the others, we might break into the top 10. Don't set the bar too high. Our score is already enough for the top 8. Beating Qin Shuang carries more weight than hunting 2 demon beasts. Next, find a place to hide and avoid fights. Save our strength and weight to advance. In past years, over half the disciples scored points, then got greedy, rushed ahead, and were ambushed. I'm not the brains. Point me at them, and I'll hit them. How should we handle watch tonight? You sleep first. I'll take the second half. Hurry and recover your strength. We still have a long way to go tomorrow. Five Tier 2 Shadow Talismans. My turn. Go get some rest. The footprints are still fresh. They left not long ago. The Southwest Stone Formation's core. They're fighting a Tier 3 beast. Jianze, hurry over. A Tier 3 demon beast is incredibly strong. They won't hold out much longer. What are we waiting for? Move. Watch yourself when we get there. The formation's energy is being drawn up from below. This core area is far stranger than expected. Something's wrong. There's something in the center of the plaza. Ten-tailed giant python. Third-rank demon beast. Its scales are tough, and it can fire bone spikes. Its saliva carries petrifying venom. Its weak spot is the roof of its mouth. Inside its eyelids. Watch yourself. Split up and hold it off as planned. Bone spikes. Dodge. Hold steady. I got this axe from the outer sec storehouse, and I've barely used it. First time using it, and the edge is already chipped. When you become an inner sect disciple, you've got to get me a new one from the armory. The beast core is below its throat, near the base of its venom gland. Don't cut it open with a dagger. The leftover venom will corrode the blade. Use a mining scoop. third rank beast core is worth 3 second rank ones. A few key refining cultivators took down a third rank demon beast. That's a bigger feat than the last 3 days combined. A natural material for piercing artifacts. Hard enough with a mild toxin too. Get an armory master to shape it, and it can make a set of throwing darts. Someone's coming. Wen Liang. Peak 9th level key refining. A top pick to win this tournament. Stay alert. I'm not here to steal the beast core. I've got enough points in talisman control. A third rank beast core is just a bonus to me. I'm here because someone is using parasitic arts to kill people in the Azurwood realm. They're not smashing jade talismans to eliminate them. They're truly killing them. 3 outer sect disciples have already died deep in the woods. Their wounds weren't from beast bites. Their throats were cut from behind. In past years, disciples have plotted against each other over beast cores. How do you know it wasn't another disciple? When a host dies, the jade talisman absorbs their last drop of blood essence and forms blood marks. A jade talisman from a normal elimination will only turn ash gray after shattering. I chased that person for 2 full days. From the woods to the swamp, then all the way to the cliff. His movement art isn't from the ancient 10,000 sect, nor is it a body cultivator's skill. It's a strange escape art that moves through shadows. His body can shift between solid and unreal in an instant. I set up a Zheng metal sword array to seal off the whole area. Its sword intent can clear all shadows within several yards. But he escaped early. He knew the array's range and timing inside out. When sword intent struck him, it was like cutting smoke. The gap healed itself in less than a breath. Such a wicked art is beyond any outer sect disciple in this realm. No one in this class knows that parasitic dark art. And among the outer sect arts, there's no technique to repair the body. Most likely, it's a disciple who died in a past trial realm and was listed as missing. It's not craving the materials. It's wary. It's nothing like its resonance with the mind and black ore. We can work together. We'll split the beast core after we get out alive. but everyone moves as one. No chasing alone. No leaving the team's sight. No, the spirit lights are going out in patches. The darkness is closing in on the center. No footsteps. No airflow either. He's circling the formation. He's looking for Luo An. How do you know? Of the 6 of us, only your breathing is uneven. Your left shoulder wound is still bleeding. Blood loss has made you breathe faster than usual. Parasites track targets by scent. All swamp hunters have that instinct. I see. It's smelling blood, looking for the weakest one among us. Got it. I'll seal off 3 sides. Leave only the gap facing Luan. The blood scent is strongest there. He'll have to come this way. Sword intent can slow his phasing for a moment, long enough for us to react, but not enough to stop him from escaping. Just 2. Leave a narrow slit inside the fortitude barrier. It doesn't need to be fully sealed. My spiritual power is weak. I can't cover the whole field, but focused on that slit, I can force him out of the shadows. Fine, we'll do it your way. The gap is right in front of me. He'll definitely come. Before, I practiced control and focus. This time I need even spread. Like the veins of a brittle shell. Fine threads weave together. Anchor the nodes with clear fire. Spread out the spiritual power. Set it off on contact. I'll guard the flank. The last barrier is in place. Time to use that sword talisman. 4th rank Zheng Metal Sword Talisman. It activates on contact. It seals all shadow paths within several yards. Hold your breath.
He's here.
He stopped outside the gap.
He's out.
It's the parasite's phased form. He's checking the trap. He's coming in. Stick to the plan. Don't panic. Cross the channel. He's in the gap. Get ready to trigger it. The sword intent worked. It slowed him for a moment. Not yet. Wait for the next layer. It's moving. He's materialized.
Calming spirit is a mental attack.
It can't block shadows. Then strike his real body. Rift slash. It hit the shadow. Direct hit. The severed arm is mutating. Watch for regeneration. He's healed. Get ready. Open. Get on your knees. Seal the core. It's over. Once we're out, give these jade talismans and bones to the discipline hall. Give the 3 fallen heirs justice. The spirit fruit is glowing. It's finally over. This damn thing killed 3 fellow disciples. At least they were thorough. These 3 names should be remembered. They should. At least there's an answer now. The 3 disciples won't be filed as missing. They'll be entered in the sect records as fallen in duty. That jade talisman is from a case 10 years ago. There's no record. The Discipline Hall archives may reveal his identity. Whoever he was, whatever had parasitized him, he was ultimately defeated by fellow disciples. Gather the bones and lay them to rest, better than rotting in the swamp. Unknown forever. True. Looks like the petrification poison held. The blade demon fruit really works. Bone breath pills and copper marrow together. They finally withstood the bloomrot poison. There's someone outside. It's Wen Liang. When did you learn to project spiritual power? Not the power used to temper a body cultivator. This is fine control that forms a thin film. That precision is far beyond body cultivation. Even better than most key refinement casters. Just these past few days, I first pulled it off before fighting He Yan in the arena. Before that, I could only wrap power around my cheekbones to boost penetration, to add force. You've improved fast. It's my first time spreading it into a film. It's still pretty flawed. When the parasite charged at me, The film shattered at once. Your path will be broader than pure body or spell cultivators. Once this tournament ends, the inner sect will surely favor you. At last, it's bright. The gloom that lingered for 7 days has finally lifted. Even the stench of blood on me has faded. Iron Mountain's wounds are healing fast. Old Seven's ointment works better than the healing salves from the Outer Sect's alchemy hall. After what we went through, I can brag about it to my junior brothers for years. Time to count our spoils. Most of our weapons are nearly ruined. At least we saved plenty of beast cores. When we get back, I'll trade for a better shield. I had my eye on a shield at the armory. A tower shield reinforced with black iron. It weighs nearly 200 pounds. I couldn't bear to buy it before. This time I'm taking it. The edge is chipped a little. It can fight again once it's sharpened. Wipe these beast cores clean so we can count them. The stone-glazed scales are bundled. The bone armor is all wrapped. The beast cores are stored separately. Let's settle the attacks one by one. "7 days ago, I only thought of getting ahead alone. I never thought I'd have to trust someone with my back. Shen handed me the attack strategy. An exceptional evaluation. That was beyond expectations. The Secret Realm's time limit is up. The teleportation array is fully activating. Everything's packed. We're ready to leave. The spiritual light is growing brighter. The teleportation array has finally fully activated. This dangerous journey was one close call after another. At least we can return to the sect safely. Time's up. The discipline hall is waiting at the exit. The survivors must report truthfully. The beast core materials will be exchanged together. The rewards will be divided by contribution. Take this seriously. They went ahead. We'll follow after them. Let's check for anything left nearby first, so we won't have to make another trip. We finally made it back. The force of spatial travel is still as overwhelming as ever. So this is the sect's martial arena. Why are there so many people gathered? Up front, Asi is clutching a flatbread. Old Sun is holding hot porridge beside him. Old Wang is standing in the back corner. The steward is about to announce the final rankings. When Liang must be at the top. He hasn't even perfected key condensation. Yet he hunted the most demon beasts. Shen Yi is 8th. He decided from the start not to compete for first. Having a foundation establishment pill is enough. For a sword cultivator, what's important is tempering sword intent. A hollow title like first place means little. It won't extend my life. He brought out another vermilion scroll. Looks like it's the list of exceptional promotions. There are very few spots this time. I wonder who made the list. Exceptional promotion, King Xuan. The whole crowd erupted. That reaction was beyond what I expected. Ussie and the others are probably even more excited than I am. They're such thoughtful friends. Oh my, why is there so much blood? So this is the jade token for exceptional promotion. It's pale blue all over, with the character for promotion carved into it. A coolness seeps through my hand. It faintly echoes the purifying fire in my body. Everyone came over to congratulate me. This trial was possible thanks to Zhao Liyang. When Lang gave me a distant nod, that was unexpected. I'll keep the jade token close to me. Then I'll go see Assi and the others in the stands. They've been waiting a long time. They must be getting anxious. The flatbread is still warm. He kept it tucked in his coat all morning. That gesture carries real weight. It warms the heart more than any achievement. This month's output has been checked. All increases and decreases at each branch are recorded. Every entry is accounted for, so the later reconciliation won't have any errors. The rustling outside the window never stops. Asi is sharpening a mining pick. After recovering, he's become even more diligent. There's more grit in him than before. The ledgers are all in order. They should be sent to the outer sect for settlement. There's meat in the pot. Don't rush. We'll eat when I get back. Essie insisted on saving me some braised pork, didn't he? That kid is always thinking about me. Old Sun has guarded this place for 20 years. He never says much, but he sees right through everything. He must have guessed long ago why I went to the outer sect today. Follow the stone path uphill. The storehouse is in the ravine between the alchemy hall and armory. The 3-story stone hall looks ordinary, but its wards are hidden deep. Please verify my merit points. I'd like to redeem the techniques and pills I registered for. The hall is cool and quiet. It feels even more peaceful than outside. Everything checks out. The blood key pills have a restrained crimson glow. The medicinal power looks strong. One whiff makes my blood flow faster. A 3rd-grade pill truly lives up to its name. About exchanging the cultivation method, have you made up your mind? All right. Everything's put away. Let's leave the storehouse first. The mountain wind rings the copper bells. This ravine is unusually quiet. I can hear hammering before I even get close. The spiritual fire in the forge is burning strong. The heat wave is much fiercer than by the storehouse. It's a small problem. The grinding wheel spins fast. The chip will be gone in no time. Once the edge is reshaped, it'll be even sharper than before.
Done.
By the way, how's the stone jade dew cluster I sent over? Petrifying poison is hard to deal with. It must take a lot of work. It'll take another month. Dusk has already spread over the mountaintops. I spent the whole afternoon working without noticing. I'll go to the kitchen and eat the meal I set aside. It'll be good to fill my stomach. That kid squats beside me and won't stop talking. He sure gets news fast. A ridge or belt. The mining route has broken through to a new passage. The hematite grade is pretty high. The rock in the front of the B-section branch is already brittle. Add crossbeams and support posts before opening a new side tunnel. I'll tell Luo Fang and Old Fang myself at morning shift tomorrow. Got it. The ledgers are locked up securely. Go to the stone chamber deep in the B-section branch. The mine tunnel is damp, cold, and secluded. It's perfect for focusing on cultivation. This cave is extremely well hidden. It's my private cultivation ground. There's plenty of space. No one will disturb me. It's just right for breaking through to the next stage. First, take out all the techniques and pills. Then count everything carefully. I'll set my cultivation plan today and follow it step by step from now on. Focus and look within. Check the amount of refined essence in the fusion bead. There's plenty of iron marrow and copper marrow. I also have reserves of black iron, gold essence, and dark iron essence. First, I'll make a cultivation plan, then proceed step by step. For the latter half of skin tempering, focus on copper marrow. Use bone-washing pills to cover the torso and both legs. Let the qi and blood resonate. For bone tempering, refine the bones in the lower body. Mix black iron marrow with gold crystal to polish the joints. Maybe after Ji Bing recovers, I can learn from him systematically. Open the detailed guide to the Ren meridian. Start with the complete meridian map of the back. It begins at the great vertebra acupoint, then extends down along both sides of the spine. The meridians across the chest are relatively straight. They'll be easier to lay out. The back must follow the path of the shoulder blades. Getting the spacing right is extremely difficult. Once I understand the meridian's path, I can begin formal cultivation. Pinch out 1 drop of boy's marrow essence. Slowly guide it in through the great vertebra at the nape. I've reached the shoulder blade area. This is the hardest part of the back. I need to keep adjusting the meridian's path. I can't rush this. Take it slow. Make a wave-shaped buffer section, like a stress joint in mine supports. It will deform under pressure and absorb the impact, without tearing or wrinkling. Why does my palm suddenly burn? The tree eye is reacting. It's definitely not spiritual backlash. There isn't the slightest abnormality on the surface. The furnace seed is beating on its own. Something in the distance is responding to it. First, steady my mind. Clear away all distractions. Focus inward. Examine the furnace. Sure enough, there's a lingering echo of resonance. I need to trace this resonance to its source. The roots don't seem to have changed. Wait. There are lines beside Athena. They look like a sealed lock. I'll see if I can activate it. No backlash. And no response. I can't figure out this lock yet. The physician is back. The ancient book has advanced. This must remain confidential.